Hi everyone, this again is Bee Sedgwick from Spirit Moxie. And tonight, oh, it's tonight here, it could be anywhere where you are. Um, I want to talk a little bit about paths and the bends that come in them. I mean, I know they're really, really straight roads places, but in my experience, paths have bends. And when we're talking about that and comparing it to life, the part of the question that I was bringing up for tonight was how do we react to the bends that happen to us? And a path we think is going somewhere, but you can't see around the bend, so you're not even sure exactly where you're headed. By now, you've heard more than enough about the fall on the wrist, which was a huge bend in my path this summer. But I've just been looking at bends just this week. I mean, they've involved major things like the death of a friend, um, the app's not working apparently this morning. Uh, and small things like I went with a friend to a restaurant tonight and we pulled the car in and it got stuck on one of those guardrail things that that you can go against, but instead this got hung up and it wouldn't even go into reverse or neutral. You couldn't get it back into gear. So we called AAA. Of course, it went into gear beautifully for them, so it all worked out, which is a personal gear. But I think I want to use that as an example as a response because we looked at this and the person's car was just let's go eat, and we did. And so while we were ordering and after we'd settled in and gotten something to drink, they went and called AAA. And it was a while, it was a good time for good conversation. It was a good time for reflection about what was going on and other things, not about the car. And when the AAA people came, they, looked at it and said blah, 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 and they got in and they got it into gear right away and it backed off. It was almost as if the car was sort of the bend in the road that needed the extended conversation that said that this is really a time for togetherness and converse, um, connection is a time for connection and exploration because some of the things that one does with bends is how you react to them. And first of all, you need to acknowledge, I think one needs to acknowledge emotions. So if you're grieving, if you're upset, if you're a little frustrated at yourself, you need to at least name that. But beyond that, there's a place of stillness. There's a place of where you can go like, okay, where you can breathe, where you can be in that very present moment. The fact that the car was there where we wanted it to be, even if not in exactly the right position, was was just true. I mean, we had gotten to the restaurant, we were parked where in a perfect parking spot. So I'd like to suggest that when you come to a bend and you're looking for places of calm and stillness and pieces like that, to really remember the power of presence. Um, and to know that beyond the bend and around there, there is something else. And if you go and if you look at it positively, there's something even beyond that that can actually work. Um, my hand's getting better. Uh, the person who died has been really, really, really ill, and she's not hurting anymore. As though just a cliche if I've ever heard one, but nonetheless, it's true. There's all these different pieces within that path, the path you're following and where it goes. And when it isn't going where you think it is, please just remember to be here, be present, be still, and to breathe. I'm repeating myself. And I probably will repeat myself again. What bends are you finding and how are you responding to them? And what might help you find the calm and stillness that helps you walk slowly around them into the next place? Thank you.